From Divines, to Starve the Light Devyani Singh, Isis Channelings, the Eclipse Gateway, Rebirthing in the Womb of the Goddess, an Eclipse Corridor, September 7th to 21st, that will be remembered as the watershed landmark for the purification, transformation, and graduation of the divine feminine energies, especially related to the release of the womb, sexual trauma, and karma, carried in the ancestral and past life lineage, and the emergence of a brand new chapter of the feminine priestess goddess path. We are in the year of the snake, representative of Kundalini, life force, creation, goddess energies. These are energies of transformation which require one to shed one's old skin in order to rebirth anew. The old skin doesn't just slip off, it needs to be rubbed against a hard surface. Friction is mandatory. This eclipse corridor is that friction. Old secrets came tumbling out of the closet, forcing a reevaluation of relationship dynamics. Some connections have fallen away, and some new soul connections have entered. Health and wellness routines placed under the scanner so that you can bring in the restructuring, action steps for mind-body alignment with your higher soul service to the goddess. While the snake is between skins, a liminal space between death and rebirth, it is vulnerable and prefers a safe, quiet, undisturbed space for this transition, not unlike what we may have been feeling during this corridor. At this time of transformation, the snake's eyes turn opaque. Its oracular, intuitive knowings guide it through this gateway of death and rebirth, exactly how we are being guided in this gateway. Synchronicities abound. Miracles pop up every now and then, just when all seems lost, and a deep knowing that we are being hand-held and led into our greatest rebirth yet. Sandwiched in this eclipse gateway are the 999 gateway of endings and beginnings, 9 being the number of the goddess Durga Kali, the fierce protective force of destruction for new creation. Venus Inanna, principle of the divine feminine, reaches the gate of creativity on the 19th of September at the sacral womb chakra to further assist with the release of the wounds of the womb, abuse, creative blocks, codependency, fears of intimacy, commitment, and lack of faith in one's innate guidance and creative abilities. Venus Inanna is currently in the Oracle of Pythia archetype, Pisces, Aries metagoddess. Pythia means womb, and this current cycle is the resurrection of the womb wisdom, shamans of Gaia, who historically guided all the kings and kingdoms in that era with their visions and prophecies. Many of us are here now as the chain breakers of the ancestral lineage to break patterns of betrayal, deception, and sexual trauma, all held in the womb root. Almost every channeling session I've had since this eclipse corridor brought in cleansing, purification, and release of sexual trauma, wounds, karma at the womb root, held in the ancestral or past life lineage. I myself was called to the womb of the Great Mother, Ma Kamakya, for a rebirth on the blood moon eclipse. Ma Kamakya is the goddess of desires and tantra, and is worshipped as the sacred yoni womb, the mensurating goddess. The purification process I went through involved intense Kundalini heat generated in the temple of Ma Kali. My clothes were soaked in sweat in a matter of seconds as I sat there chanting her hymns, past life recalls, images of trauma, and repeated patterns of deception and abuse, trauma wounds, and cords along the matriarchal ancestral lineage, pertaining specifically to the womb and a landmark shift in my moon blood cycle. How is your throat chakra doing? The womb is closely associated with the throat. As the womb clearings take place, the throat chakra follows suit. A renewed womb needs an empowered throat chakra to carry forth the womb wisdom. I had stated earlier that the Eclipse Corridor is this divine feminine transformation, transition from the lunar moon to the solar moon, that is from the intuitive inner wisdom to spearheading foundational action for change, led by the wise women, wisdom keepers of our ancient cultural heritage and lineage. The healers bringing a revival of ancient healing practices, uniting man with earth, nature, herbs, animals. The story weavers, bringing the wisdom of ancient myth to navigate modern-day obstacles. The oracles, seers, priestesses, midwives, connecting us back to our soul potential, aligning soul and spirit so that we are aligned with our soul's trajectory as agents of change. Boots on the ground, acting on behalf of the goddess, agents of both destruction of what no longer aligns and new creation. The solar eclipse on the 21st is the final gateway of release and rebirth into the new. Be very intentional on what you wish to leave behind in this cauldron of transformation, and how you envision your rebirth, especially as a sentinel of the goddess. But do allow for the flow of the utterly unexpected and magical new beginnings. This has been a goddess portal through and through, and we have been asked to upgrade the ways we are meant to bring in the goddess energies of creation and destruction. Right after the Eclipse Equinox, we have the 9 days, nights of the goddess Durga, Navaratras. In India, September 22nd through October 2nd, known as a period of purification and recalibration of the Kundalini. And that is when the serpent will grow into its brand new skin, and so will we. May your faith be bigger than your fears. May your dreams be bigger than your doubts. Sake na, from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com.